Bengals poised for primetime showdown in Baltimore. Mike Petraglia inside M&T Bank Stadium. Here tonight, November 7th, 2024. You could not ask for better conditions for a big-time game for the Bengals trying to get back in the AFC North race. They come into this game 4-5 against the 6-3 Baltimore Ravens. The conditions, 62 degrees. We're expecting a bit of a breeze out of the northwest at about 12 to 14 miles an hour throughout the game. Breeze could be a little bit of a factor, but not too bad. No precipitation in the forecast. Overall, 62 degrees and clear skies. Couldn't ask for anything better on a Thursday night in early November. Of course, the Bengals are looking for revenge in this game. They had not one, not two, but three different 10-point leads in the second half in week number 5 at Paycor Stadium. Couldn't hold any of them and lost in overtime, 41-38. Bengals likely not again to have wide receiver T. Higgins. Why is that a big deal? Because in week number 5 against the Ravens, Jamar Chase had 2 touchdown catches. T. Higgins had 2 touchdown catches. Joe Burrow had the first of his 2 5-touchdown games on the season. So if T. Higgins is not able to go, the Bengals look to repeat what they did last week against the Las Vegas Raiders. Get Mike Gesicki involved in the game plan early and often. Mike Gesicki had 2 touchdowns last week, his first 2 touchdowns in a Bengals uniform in that 41-24 blowout victory over the Raiders. Bengals come into this game with a 3-1 road record, so the road does not intimidate the Bengals, but they are looking to win in this building for the first time since 2021. That was that 41-17 blowout over the Ravens. The Ravens have won the last 2 games against the Bengals here in Baltimore, both in prime time. And of course, it's almost a year to the day where right behind me, Joe Burrow threw a touchdown pass to Joe Mixon. It was his last pass of the season. Jadeveon Clowney had hit him on the pass before the touchdown and popped his wrist. He missed the rest of the year with torn ligaments and tendons in his right wrist. And now Joe Burrow gets to return to the scene of the crime and try to exact a measure of revenge. But beyond that storyline, the Bengals need this game. If they can get back to 500 for the first time since opening day when they were 0-0, they can consider themselves back in the AFC North race. They are 1-1 in the AFC North so far, losing to Baltimore and, of course, beating Cleveland. This is a big opportunity for the Bengals to get back on track. In addition to T. Higgins, Charlie Jones is probably not going to play in this game as well. So do we see newly acquired Khalil Herbert, acquired from the Bears this week just before the trade deadline? He probably won't get a heavy load, of course. They don't want to overwhelm him in his first game on a short week on top of that. But certainly they want Herbert in there if he can give Chase Brown a bit of a blow on the sidelines and not burn out Chase Brown and tire him down too quickly. So that could be Khalil Herbert's role in this game. Defensively, Bengals are going to have to show up tonight. We all know that this is the number 1 offense in the National Football League, led by 2-time NFL MVP award winner Lamar Jackson. He's on his way to a 3rd award. He is leading the league in touchdown to interception ratio at 20 TDs to just 2 interceptions on the season. He's been remarkable in the pocket. He's, of course, as always, a threat to run the ball. And then there's Derrick Henry, the NFL's leading rusher. He's averaging over 5 yards a carry, and he leads the NFL in nearly 1,100 yards of ground attack on the season. He has 11 rushing touchdowns in this game, and he's also caught 2 passes for a touchdown from Lamar Jackson this season. Everybody knows that the Ravens can put up points at will. Can the Bengals control the tempo of this game and not let it get out of hand early on? Those are some of the keys to look for. We'll, of course, have you covered all night long on the X at Trags, Trags. Be sure to follow me and Skinny for the Jungle Roar Skinny Bengals postgame pod on youtube.com/ at Jungle Roar Pod. And as always, follow our content at CLNSCincy with a Y.com. Inside M&T Bank Stadium in downtown Baltimore, Mike Petraglia, CLNS Media.